What are some dark moments in American history that are often overlooked? As we journey through the annals of time, we realize that history, like a well-crafted tale, can be selective, often leaving these unsavory bits in its wake. Yet it's crucial to shed light on these grim, often forgotten chapters, for they are a testament to our past and a compass for our future. So let's unmask these narratives, once shrouded in silence. Join us as we delve into these forgotten chapters of American history. Our journey begins in the late 17th century with the infamous Salem witch trials. As paranoia swept through the Massachusetts Bay Colony, accusations of witchcraft became rampant. An atmosphere of fear and suspicion led to the arrest of over 200 people. 20 of these souls, seen as threats to the fabric of society, were executed. This grim period in history serves as a chilling reminder of the power of mass hysteria and fear. Moving forward, we arrive at the early 19th century and the tragic Trail of Tears. During this somber period, thousands of Native Americans were forcibly removed from their ancestral lands. The government's relentless march westward spelled devastation and heartbreak for these indigenous people. A staggering number succumbed to disease, starvation, and the harsh elements. The Trail of Tears, a dark chapter of displacement and death, is often glossed over in our history books, but it remains a poignant reminder of the cost of progress. Fast forward to the 1940s, to a time of war and fear, the Japanese internment. During World War II, a wave of racial prejudice and war hysteria swept across the United States, leading to the forced internment of Japanese Americans. Over 100,000 innocent people were uprooted from their homes and relocated to internment camps. This dark moment in history serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of prejudice and fear during times of war. Next, we visit a shocking violation of human rights, the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. Unveiling a dark chapter between 1932 and 1972, this unethical medical experiment preyed on hundreds of African American men. Deceived into believing they were receiving free healthcare, these men were instead subjected to the horrors of untreated syphilis, a move that left an indelible blemish on America's medical history. The aftermath reverberates today, fueling mistrust in medical institutions, a horrifying example of the abuse of power and disregard for human rights. We now turn to the late 1960s, to a war-torn Vietnam and the My Lai massacre. A dark, chilling chapter in American military history where US soldiers, driven by the chaos of war, committed an unthinkable act. They massacred hundreds of unarmed Vietnamese civilians, men, women, and children, all innocent. This was not a battle, but an act of terror, leaving an indelible stain on the annals of war, a grim testament to the horrors of war and the loss of humanity. As we reflect on these dark moments, we are reminded of the importance of remembering our past, however uncomfortable it may be. Each of these chapters in the annals of American history, from the Salem witch trials of the late 17th century to the My Lai massacre in the late 60s, serve as stark reminders of humanity's capacity for error, injustice, and cruelty. They are not mere footnotes, but substantial markers that have shaped the course of this nation. The Trail of Tears, a harrowing journey that resulted in the death and displacement of thousands of Native Americans, is a testament to the destructive power of manifest destiny. The Japanese internment, a grim period that saw citizens stripped of their basic rights, underscores the perils of fear and prejudice. The Tuskegee syphilis experiment, a chilling episode of medical malfeasance, highlights the need for ethics and compassion in science. These instances are more than just dark moments. They are lessons, warnings, and calls to action. They underscore the necessity of vigilance, empathy, and justice in our society. They serve as reminders that history is not always bright and glorious, but can also be marked by shadows and missteps. The past may be uncomfortable, but it is an invaluable teacher. It's crucial to remember these overlooked aspects of history, for it is only through understanding our past that we can strive for a better future.